The film begins in 1987, with a man who is in desperate need of money, named Jerry Lundegaard. He works at a car dealership in Minneapolis, owned by his father-in-law Wade Gustafson. So he plans to have his wife Jean kidnapped. A mechanic named Shep Proudfoot sets up a meeting for Jerry in Fargo with two criminals, Carl Scholter and Gaillard Grimsrud. They agree to kidnap Jean. Jerry gives them a new car and promises them half of the ransom money, which is $80,000. Jerry pitches Wade for a lucrative real estate deal and thinks Wade has agreed to lend him $750,000 for a real estate deal. So he attempts to stop the kidnapping. But Wade and his accountant Stan Grossman tell Jerry that Wade will do the deal himself, and only pay Jerry a small finder's fee. Carl and Gaillard kidnap Jean and take her to a cabin in Moose Lake. A police officer stops them near Brainerd because they don't have temporary registration tags on their car. When the officer hears Jean making noise in the backseat, Gaillard shoots him and also kills two people who saw what happened. Marge Gunderson, the police chief in Brainerd who is 7 months pregnant, starts looking into the case. She figures out that the dead officer was giving a ticket to a car from a dealership. She finds out that two men in a car from a dealership checked into a motel nearby with two prostitutes and called Shep. After talking to the prostitutes, Marge goes to Wade's car dealership, where Shep pretends he doesn't know anything and Jerry nervously says no cars are missing. While in Minneapolis, Marge meets up with Mike, someone she went to high school with. Mike tries to start a romantic relationship with her, but then gets upset and tells her that his wife has died. After 3 people are killed, Carl tells Jerry to give him all of the $80,000. Jerry tells Wade that the kidnappers want $1 million and will only deal with him. Shep finds Carl with a call girl in a hotel room in Minneapolis and attacks him for bringing him to the attention of the police. Carl angrily calls Jerry and tells him to bring the money right away. Wade hears the call and insists on giving the ransom money himself. He meets Carl in a parking garage. Wade refuses to give money without seeing his daughter, so Carl shoots him. Wade shoots back and hurts Carl's jaw. Carl kills Wade and a person who works at the garage, then drives away with the money. On his way to Moose Lake, Carl finds out that the briefcase has $1 million in it. He takes $80,000 to share with Gaillard and hides the rest of the money in the snow next to the highway. At the cabin, Carl finds out that Gaillard killed Jean because she wouldn't stop making noise. Carl says they should leave right away and they argue about who gets to keep the car. Carl says he should get it because he's hurt, insults Gaillard, and tries to leave with the car. Gaillard follows Carl outside and kills him with an axe. Marge finds out from a friend that Mike was lying, he doesn't have a wife and he has mental health problems. Thinking about this, Marge goes back to Wade's car dealership. Jerry gets really upset and keeps saying that no cars are missing. He tells Marge angrily that he will check his car list again. A little later, Marge sees Jerry leaving the dealership and she calls the state police. Marge drives to Moose Lake because a bartender there heard a customer talking about killing someone. She sees the old Sierra car, then finds Gaillard putting Carl's body into a machine that cuts up wood. Gaillard tries to run away, but Marge shoots him in the leg and he gets arrested. Not long after, Jerry gets arrested at a motel outside Bismarck, North Dakota. In the end, Marge and her husband Norm happily look forward to their baby being born.